Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. On the last episode, we completed the first palace, so now we're ready to move on to the second one. But not exactly yet. We have one little item we need to get, and that is the Book of Medora. So let's head the way we need to go. It is located to the west of, or I should say the library where it's housed is located to the west of Link's house. So I highly recommend that you start at Link's house. If you don't, you know, it's just taking up more of your time, but anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot we have the Pegasus shoes. So we can hopefully bypass these soldiers without any problem, but you know me and soldiers, just gotta tangle, I guess. So, but it's good that we have these now, because it just makes traveling around the overworld so much easier. Not this building. You want to be heading... Oh, gotta be. Actually, I think the bees are called something in this game. I can't remember. Ooh. Ah, leave me alone! Alright, so basically the Book of Medora is in the library. Big surprise, right? A book in a library. So basically you want to just sprint into the bookcase and acquire the Book of Medora. You found the Book of Medora! You can use it to read the ancient language of the Hylia. Alright. So now we need to backtrack and go back the way to Link's house. Stupid bee again. And we need to be heading south and then west. Let's get this guy away before he harms us anymore. We want to be heading south and then west into the desert, because that's where the desert palace is located. Get past these guys. And I don't think I need to make any stops on the way. Actually, I do need to make one now that I think about it. We're going to be getting 2 heart pieces during this video. I don't know why I did that. Ran straight into a wall. Anyway. Oh, get back here. So, just a little bit... Dang it. Didn't mean to miss. Just a little bit of a side questing, but we're actually going to focus on the Desert Palace in this one. And here's another Great Fairy. Blah, blah, your wounds are healed. You can find these pretty much throughout the game. I mean, they're not hard to find. Just, you know, look into some caves. I just kind of showed it so I could heal all the way. So, anyways, so now we're in the desert, and, well, we don't want to head to the Desert Palace just yet. We want to go actually to the right, if I can stop running into these cow skeletons, or I assume they're cows, and go into this little cave right here. Because in this cave is another heart piece, but it's not completely obvious where it is. So let's talk to you. Look, this guy looks kind of like Sarasala, however you say his name. Aha, is the Book of Medora. With it, you can read the language of the Hylian people. Thanks, I already knew that. So, it's not completely obvious off the bat, because it's kind of camouflaged, I'd say, but if you have a keen eye, you can see it. It's just plant a bomb. Wrong button. And go in, and it should be in this chest right here. Alright, nice. We should be at 2, yeah. 1/2 a full heart. Full heart container, I mean. Alright, so that's all we needed to do, really, in this desert. So now we can head on up to the Desert Palace. Ugh. Oof. Oh, I hate this place. These guys are known as Guildmen, and they're very annoying, because they just pop out randomly everywhere, and it appears like they're swarming more than I remember they used to in the Super Nintendo version. But anyway, go up here, equip your Book of Medora, and use it. Oh, wrong button. And that's what you'll get if you just try to read it. To open the way forward, make your wish here, and it will be granted. What could I wish for? I don't know, I think that's kind of silly, but anyway, this stupid vulture, these things annoy me. But the thing is, they won't actually touch you, as long as you're kind of standing still. Anyway, I'm not going to deal with them now. Alright, so now we've arrived at the Desert Palace. Let's switch to the boomerang, because if I have anything else equipped, I'm just going to waste it. I don't know. And, these levers. Yeah, these are called levers, by the way. And this place is just, it's a bit trickier to figure out where you need to go. Yeah, see, I'm already getting lost. I know where I need to go. I'm just doing a little bit of exploring. It's a little bit easier to get lost in this palace than it is in the other one. Oof. Hate these things. Those things with that drag you into the quicksand right there, there's two kinds of them. One's blue, one's red. The red ones will actually shoot lasers at you. Yeah. See? It's a good... exactly what I was just talking about. And they can be annoying. More so annoying than the levers. Anyway, you want to go to this door up here. And there's a BMOS in this room. Just try to avoid them. And get this key by slamming into... Ooh. I made it past. Here's another telepathic tile. Link, it is I, Sahasrara. Be sure to find the treasures hidden in each dungeon. Wow. Like... that's the most helpful advice you can give me. Like... I don't know. Maybe tell me how to defeat the dungeon's boss or something special like that? Or... I don't know. Anyway, I just think it's kind of weird. Avoid these cures! And, this thing, which I don't remember what it's called. We'll just call it annoying for right now. Sounds good to me. Anyway, you want to go to this door right here that's currently locked. It's the only one that will have a keyhole in it. And take out... yeah, you want to take out all the enemies in this room. That's how you unlock the next door. And try to avoid the BMOS's beam. Should I say? Get the chest. Should have the compass. You found the compass. Now you can pinpoint blah blah blah. I'm not going to read this over and over. And you want to try to run at this segment because they're going to shoot those dark pearl things at you. It's the second dungeon. They shot big balls at us. Anyway, you want to grab this. It's the big key. It's essential for any dungeon. And try to run past this part. You may or may not get lucky getting past those. If you get hit, it's not a big deal. Alright, so now we have the big key. We want to be going back to where we found the small key. And I actually skipped over a room. I didn't mean to. Oh, by the way, this room right here is a complete trick. There's nothing useful in there. You're just going to get locked in with a bunch of enemies, and it's going to be very annoying. So, leave that room alone. Now, you do want to go into this one, or you may choose to. I'm going to because I like to get everything in the dungeon that I can. Maps and compass. So, one thing we're missing here is the map. And you can see some unlit torches, and I'm going to tell you, in this dungeon, they kind of like to trick you into thinking you need to light them, but you don't. There's only one segment, as far as I can remember, that you need to. So let's get rid of these Igors. Just because they're annoying anyway. Again, you don't have to pull out your bow, just pick up a pot and throw them at them. These are the easier versions. So, and pick up that pot and step on the switch, and here's your map. Not really needed, but I'm kind of a completionist, so I will be getting it. And just leave whichever way you want and head to the left. Excuse me. And you want to be going in this door right here that was to the left of the door we got the key in. Ooh. The trick with avoiding the BMOs is just to let them shoot at you and then move directly to your right. Just because the way they move counterclockwise. Anyway, you want to go in this room, you want to hit this switch right here under this pot. You want to be going up because this is where the treasure of the dungeon is. And this dungeon contains the power glove. You got the power glove. You can feel strength in both your hands. You can pick up and carry stones now. Very nice. And again, useless unlit torches that we don't have to even worry about. So, hit the switch again, and we're actually done with this giant segment of this dungeon. Yeah, we're barely in here. Try to avoid all these enemies that you can. You might have to kill some, but that's not a big deal. They're relatively weak and not very smart. Trying to get my hearts replenished. Anyway, you want to be going in this door because this one actually leads outside, but we're not going outside just yet. I want to show you guys something. Oop. As you can see, that door is locked, and there doesn't seem to be a way to get it open. Well, all you gotta do is go up to this block right here, I think? No? Which block was it? Sorry guys. There we go, it's this one. I don't know, my controller kept slipping. And it'll lead you into a room with fairies. So, and I highly suggest getting fairies for this dungeon. I already have 2 from the previous dungeon, but The boss fight I find in this dungeon to be very annoying, and most runs I do, I die. Usually the first time I fight him. I don't know, I just don't like the boss. I'll get into it later why I don't. But I'm just showing you this now because if you ever run out of fairies or run out of hearts and you just want to get them replenished, I don't need them. But again, I'm showing you for demonstration purposes only. And more unlit torches that we should not even care about. Alright, so you probably instinctively want to go up and to the right. Well, don't do that. Go down here, and... there's those guys again, and there's this vulture. And that's kind of cheating of them to be able to go up this hill. Those Geldmen. Anyway, so here's another piece of heart. We're at 3/4 of a full heart container. And just go back up. I don't know why I'm not using my boots. Or my shoes. Man, I will never get that differentiation right. Anyway, so now that you have a power glove, you can take these stones and get rid of them. So head into the second part of the Desert Palace, and I think it's the right. I haven't done this dungeon in a while. There we go. I don't know why my controller's so slippery. Oh, in this room. Yeah, this is a tile room. Basically, all the middle tiles are gonna come and attack you. And there's a really cheap trick that it's pretty well known that if you just stay in the doorway, they cannot hurt you. Alternatively, if you want to go out there and risk your hearts, you could probably stand in the corner and have your sword out and do a spin slash attack whenever these get near. But, you know, I'm going to be cheap and do this because it works and I get to keep my heart containers. So, anyway, just wait for these to stop coming at you. I think that's it. Yeah. I think it's interesting. I think this little pattern right here is supposed to be a skull with, like, crossbones. I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, you want to be going to this left pot right here, and there's a key. I'm gonna check the other pots. Can't remember what else is in them. Yeah. Okay, pretty much nothing. I don't know why I was looking. I was hoping for rubies. Anyway, unlock the door. Go down a floor. Can't lock the door. Go down a floor. It rhymed. Just keep on trucking, and I think all you gotta do is destroy the popos in this room. Yeah, these little things that have like red and blue tentacles are known as popos. Oh, I thought that statue would have protected me. Alright, nice, got a ruby. And this next room, you're... I don't know what I was trying to do there. I was about to say you have to light these torches, but no you don't. First time, or not the first time, but one of the times I played through here, I forgot how this room went, and I thought you had to... Ow. Yeah, these things will really get you, so be really careful. Keep on the move, otherwise you're going to get shot to death. And even if you're not exactly moving forward, as long as you're staying alive, that's good. And you want to be getting these pots, because there's a key in there, and you're done with this room now. Now we get another tile room, so just sit back and watch. I believe you need another key in this room. I think it's in the top right pot? I can't remember exactly, it's been a while. And also another interesting thing to note, I guess I should say, is, from what I've read, this dungeon's supposed to be different from the Super Nintendo version, but playing through it, I really haven't seen any huge changes. Like, I don't know, from what I read, it said that the dungeon's supposed to be more fluid, and it's supposed to take you less time, but I can't really tell any significant changes, or that I can even notice. Alright, those are done. I believe it is right here. Very nice, like I predicted. And there should be a red Igor in this room. Yep, so get out your bow and arrow. Oh, wrong button. And just shoot two, and you got him. Usually you can do it in one fall. If you don't worry. These guys are simple to take out, and yeah, see, they give you arrows there just in case you run out. Now you actually do want to equip your lamp and light these torches. So this is the only time you have to do this in this dungeon. I'm gonna kind of hammer you about this because they try to trick you in so many other parts to actually I can't speak right now. It'll trick you into thinking that you need to light them in certain parts, but you don't. Anyway, so we're ready for the boss. I don't really know what to equip. I'm gonna equip something that I don't waste my stock of arrows or magic. So, anyway, let's get to it. And now we're here. This boss fight that I just generally don't like. You're fighting these worm things. They're called land molas. And they're really annoying. I always found them very difficult. as a child, simply because there's 3 of them, and they would hurl those rocks at you, but they kind of do it in a predictable pattern, so it's not a big deal. My strategy to you is try not to get hit, and stand near a hole and have your sword out and just do your spin slash. And eventually these guys will go down. That's about it. Until you get down to the last land mola, the last one left, nothing really changes. So just keep hammering away, keep chopping away at these guys, and eventually they'll go down. I don't like this boss for 2 reasons. I've already mentioned one. The other one is you really don't use an item to defeat these guys, as far as I'm aware. It's just your sword. I believe it's the same way in the 3rd dungeon too. Ooh. These guys are kind of quick now. Maybe they're nearing death. Who knows? But if there'd be any part in this game where I get killed, it'd be here, just because I do not like this boss. But hey, it's relatively easier than some bosses later on, but still very annoying. Ugh. I'm just doing horrible right now. I don't know if it's I'm not concentrating or what, but eventually these guys will go down. Just keep... I thought I would get one by now. But if you do die, I showed you those fairies. Make sure you've got them in your bottles, and you should be okay. Man, maybe I'm just not hitting the same one enough. It's never took me this long during the practice run. Alright, there we go. There's one down. Hopefully another one should follow. See, it's hard to predict where their head will come out. And I believe you can only damage them in their head. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Well, that's weird. He didn't fling rocks when he came out. Now, this is going to be pretty much the same, but he's going to shoot rocks in more directions this time. Alright, nice. He is done for. We are done with this dungeon. Alright, and we got the next pendant. Very nice. This is a relatively short part. You won the Pendant of Power. Your goal of finding all 3 pendants is in sight. Go for the last one. Shwing! Very nice. Alright. We're done with the Desert Palace, and we can move on to the 3rd palace. Before I leave off in this video, I want to note something that I found kind of strange. I didn't really notice until now. Is the pendants? Notice how the color? Usually in the Zelda games, whatever item of courage, like the Pendant of Courage is green, but this one kind of switches it up with the Pendant of Power. Typically, whatever is related to the Triforce of Power, because that's what they are, what these items pretty much symbolize. Usually, whatever item of power is usually red. So this game kind of doesn't do that. I guess they changed that in the later games, or maybe they made a mistake. Who knows? But anyway, so we're done with this Desert Palace, and we can be moving on, but I think that's all I'm going to be doing for right now. So I'm going to cut it here. We'll venture on and do a few more things and head on to the giant tower dungeon on top of Death Mountain. So I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Azarius92, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.